News is what somebody somewhere wants to suppress. Not my words, but Lord Northcliffe's.
Another scholar also said that the duty of a journalist is to tell the truth no matter the cost.
Well, it is a Tuesday, February 2025. Welcome to Top Notch Media, home of news.
You can share your thoughts in our handles, Top Notch Media, ke.blogspot.com, website, Top Notch Media, Facebook, Top Notch Media, KE, TikTok, and YouTube. Let's take a look at our top stories.
The Health Committee gave the Social Health Authority maximum of 2 weeks to develop a transparent plan for the Social Health Authority.
Despite over 18 million Kenyans registered for the SHA, only 4 million have managed to pay for their premium. This happens after a collective complaint from the Kenyan citizens on the failure of the Social Health Authority. Brenda Tieno with the details.
The Health Committee of the National Assembly convened with the board members of the Social Health Authority SHA on Monday to address inquiries regarding the delays and shortcomings in the social health scheme. According to Robert Bukose, the chairperson of the committee, the parliament has put 4 billion, yet what is spent is 375 million at now. The parliament has put 2 billion, but only 21 million is spent. This means that the money is enough and the hospitals should continue claiming their money and people continue being offered services. He said that these things should come out clear to avoid debate on the 2 billion when the 2 billion is not yet exhausted.
What you spend is 375 million up to now. Parliament has put 2 billion. What you spend is 21 million, meaning the money is enough. People should... the hospitals should continue claiming their money and people continue being offered services. These are things that I think needs to come out very clearly so that we don't need to have debate, people debating that you put that there is only 2 billion when the 2 billion is not been exhausted.
Brenda reporting, TNM News.
The former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua criticized His Excellency President William Ruto for undermining the dignity of the presidency.
The former Deputy President said that the president is demeaning his presidency. He ended up saying that the presidency is the symbol of national unity, a dignified office, and when he results in abuse and insult, abusing the people of Kenya, yet he is the president. Dorcas Kang with more details.
During the funeral service of the late Mzee William Nderitu Ngatia, father of the Laikipia Senator John Kinyua, he said that he told the president not to touch the mountain, but the president did and saw what happened. He also added that he told him not to touch the payslip, and he did, and the president also knows what happened.
I told you not to touch the mountain. You touched. You know what has happened. I told you not to touch the payslip. You touched the payslip. You know what has happened. Mr. President, na hao watu usiwachukue hivi. Ukiwatukana tena watakutukana. Na mtakosania heshima na hawa. Kati huo. Hapa anatukana wa Kenya. Wewe solve problem yako, hii uchumi umeharibu, utajua vile utafanya.
From Top Notch Media, home of news, being your news reporter, Dorcas Kangwe.
Aru manyoba yitu.
Kenya's Raila Odinga is vying for the African Union Commission chairperson seat, facing stiff competition from Djibouti's Mohamed Ali Yusuf, with the backing of at least 28 nations. Brian Odhiambo with more details.
We need to make our contribution to this agenda of climate change.
As the African Union Commission AUC chairperson elections approach, Kenya's Raila Odinga is emerging as formidable candidate, reportedly securing a backing of at least 28 nations. The elections are set to take place on February 15th and 16th during the 38th AU summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, which requires the candidate to have at least 2,000 of the 49 eligible votes, amounting to 33 votes to clinch the chairmanship. Odinga faces competition from Djibouti's Foreign Affairs Minister Mohamed Yusuf and a former Madagascar Foreign Minister. The Kenyan government under President William Ruto has been actively lobbying across the continent to garner support for Odinga's bid.
We have also made a decision as heads of state that we are going to buy more shares. Like, for example, Kenya, we're buying more shares in Afrexim, we're buying more shares in TDB, we're buying more shares because we need to support this institution.
A delegation of at least 100 members of parliament led by President William Ruto is expected to travel to Ethiopia ahead of elections to further bolster Odinga's campaign. In a recent interdenominational prayer service organized by the ODM Women's Chapter, Odinga expressed the readiness for any outcome, stating that he has nothing to lose or win and will remain active in Kenyan politics regardless of the election results. He emphasized his commitment to supporting Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka in future political endeavors.
Kura itapigwa Jumamosi hii ambayo inakuja, sio? Mimi naenda. Nikichaguliwa sawa, nisipochaguliwa sawa.
However, Kalonzo Musyoka has publicly suggested that Odinga should retire from politics if he does not win in AUC chairmanship role. The AUC chairperson role is pivotal, overseeing the commission's operations and shaping policies that impact the continent. Kenya's pursuit of this position reflects a strategic diplomatic effort to enhance influence within African Union. As the election date nears, the political landscape within Kenya and across Africa remains attentive to potential outcomes and implications for regional leadership and collaboration. Brian Odhiambo, TNM.
The government is working day out to ensure a better take of the CBC program, which aims to provide a more holistic education by focusing on skills development rather than rote learning.
CBC also claims growing adoption to e-learning platforms and focus on inclusive education to cater to diverse learning needs, including students with disabilities. Laura Munialo expounds.
We'll be transiting our children from junior school to senior school. This will be the first time that children will be moving from one environment to a new environment.
Government is working day in, day out to ensure a better take of the CBC program, which aims to provide a more holistic education by focusing on skills development rather than rote learning. CBC also aims adoption of e-learning platforms and focus on inclusive education to cater to diverse learning needs, including students with disabilities.
Of course, the challenges that are there are not unique to any transition that happens when a new system is brought. So, but we as a government have put in place measures to ensure that those challenges are either eradicated or
On the other hand, the Higher Education Loan Board has now complied with students' raised concern over the delayed release of the upkeep funds as well as their tuition fees. The delay came up as a result of the High Court ruling of the suspension of the student-centered funding model, which termed it unconstitutional, majorly affecting the first and second years of various institutions. HELB lending manager King'ori Ndegwa confirmed that 7 billion Kenyan shillings have already been released by the government to facilitate the same, though over 180,000 students are yet to receive their share.
So we've taken into account the many suggestions from the public, and we'll be working on that model to ensure that the next cohort comes in with a model that fits the purpose.
Let's take a look on weather forecasting from the other side of the studio.
Welcome to weather forecasting in Kenya. Most part of the country will experience generally sunny and dry conditions. Mombasa experiencing a temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, Kisumu 30 degrees Celsius, Nairobi 22 degrees Celsius, and Kakamega 27 degrees Celsius throughout the month. Occasionally few rains is however likely to occur over a few places in Kisumu County, Nairobi County, and parts of southeastern lowlands. This is Top Notch Media, and Hassan Ali is my name.
Thank you, Ali Ahmad.
Mutai has the news on sports.
Being on Tuesday 11th February 2025, my hope that you are fine on the other side. Let's get in touch in the world of sports. I'm Joseph Mutai. It has been interesting and top-notch media getting you aware about the current events about sports. Just a reminder that before we continue, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. Getting more details with our reporter, Wayne Jaika.
Thank you very much, Joseph Mutai. On the latest transfer news, several clubs have worked on transforming their clubs by bringing in potential players either on loan or permanent terms. Manchester United managed to bring in Aiden Heaven alongside Patrick Dogu while releasing Marcus Rashford, who signed on loan terms at Aston Villa, without forgetting Anthony also on loan terms at Real Betis. Manchester City brought in Nico Gonzalez from FC Porto, Omar Mamouche from Egypt, Abdulkadir Kosanov and Vitor Reis, spending approximately £180 million on the transfer window. Kyle Walker also left the club for AC Milan alongside Joao Felix from Chelsea Football Club. Apart from that, we have witnessed several matches played in the UEFA Champions League, Europa League, Carabao Cup, the Premier League, without forgetting the FA Cup eliminations. Several teams qualify while others were unlucky, ending up being eliminated from different competitions. Big shock are several big clubs being eliminated. Liverpool have been eliminated from the FA competitions after losing 1-0 in favour of Plymouth FC. Arsenal also got eliminated from the Carabao Cup after losing at an aggregate of 4-0 in favour of Newcastle United. Drawings for different levels of different competitions have also been released, with different teams expecting the best. In the Champions League, Man City will face Real Madrid in the knockouts today at 11 p.m. at Etihad Stadium. On the FA drawings, Man United will face Fulham, Manchester City playing against Plymouth FC, Newcastle facing Brighton, while Aston Villa plays Cardiff City. On the injury update list, Lisandro Martinez might miss the rest of the season, concerning the injury he had during the clash against Crystal Palace. Manchester City's Nico Gonzalez also succumbed to an injury on his debut match against Leyton Orient. Up to there, I have not much but to wish you a very nice evening till we meet again. My name is Wayne Jaika.
Thank you so much, our reporter Wayne Jaika, for the information in the world of sports. You follow us for more information. Remember, Top Notch Media, world of news.
Thank you very much, Mutai, for the remarks on sports. I have been your host, Jared Kwe. You can get in touch with us via
Top Notch Media ke.blogspot.com website, Top Notch Media Facebook, Top Notch Media KE TikTok and YouTube. That was a complete news roundup. I am Liam Atieno.